Okay, folks, welcome to my stream again. I'm driving, as you can see, we'll be driving a train right now. This is part of the New Jersey Transit, the Morristown and Coastline DLC that was on sale. Now I already had part of the New Jersey, which you get a good collection of stuff if you buy this on sale now. Some of it I already had, unfortunately, but still, it was a good deal. And I'm going to do a series of scenarios now done by RBJets. I already did some on his earlier New York ones, New Hampshire ones. So this is an extension of this, really. Similar areas. So let's start with this one. These first three is yard work with this one for train NJT4204, and then yard work for 4217, and then you carry on back with 4204. So I'm just checking. These are all in the day, which is nice. It's nice to have them in the day, although that's an evening one. So yes, evening ones means it's a 30-minute trip, so that means he's starting off 5:15, and then the next one is okay. These sort of work all together. Good. Let's start off, shall we? See where we get. Midweek Madness. Yeah, they've been doing lots of sales on Steam. Nice. Got a warm jacket on, even though it's cold. Well, even though it's hot outside, because it's cool in here. The air conditioner is just cranking along, and it's hard to get it adjusted right because the landlord has the thermostat upstairs. So if I'm a little too cold, I don't complain, and if I'm a little too warm in the winter, I don't complain. Let's see where we are. Getting close to firing up now. Like these British ones with the little short wagons. I think because they have a lot of tight radius turns, so it's easier to get those around the turn. There we go. So, hey, welcome to NJT. Yes, because I was in the last scenario. I was moving to this one. All set. Give dispatch a call. See 4204 waiting for work order. Yep. Copy and welcome. Let's get the next one. G2 screens here. There we go. That's your work order. Proceed. First job is near Broad Street in Newark. Check the work order. I'll do that. Bloody Amtrak. I've ridden on Amtrak, I think, ages ago, decades ago. My ex and I, we went down to New York for the weekend, and I'm pretty sure we took the train down. I can't remember whether we took the train or plane. A long time ago. We went to see Evita. We had cheap tickets for a matinee, and I lost them. So we had to buy cheap tickets at those from the vendors, the scalpers, well, not the scalpers, just the last-minute tickets. So we saw Evita, but substituted people, not the real singer. So like it was the matinee seconds or whatever. But if you ever go to Michigan specifically, yeah, I go from Toronto to, I live in Ottawa, I go from Ottawa to Toronto on the train. My girlfriend and I travel back and forth, so. Now it's a little difficult to go on the train, but still. So, go via Hampson interface. I'm here. And it's basically move out and go via Hampson interlock track 2 west, which is somehow I get on that. So, let's take the brake off here. It's a new locomotive I haven't driven before. Let's check how it goes with just a bit of brake with. Oh, is that as much we can put on? It's either 20 or not. Ooh, this could be annoying. If that's the way this works. Oh good, we can roll. Do we have paddle lights? Do we have a paddle lights thing here? Number, class, lights, room, steps. Well, that's interesting. Most of the lights we can't do. That's kind of a waste, isn't it? Ah, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. I'm just trying to find the wipers, gauge and ditch lights. Instruments on. Instrument lights. Really? I don't think that made any. Gauge and ditch, wipers, go on and off. So I guess I don't have control of a lot of lights here. That's the step lights. That's the inside light. Oh well. Okay. Let's move it out here. Oh, I can do that. Okay. Wipers. Which is the wipers? I don't need wipers. Where the hell was the wipers? Wipers. Thank you. Well, it's a fairly quiet engine. I'm just taking one car that way. Hopefully the right way. Oh no, I've got more than one. It just looked like one. Can I go to the back of the train? I can go to the back of the train. Oh, a little red flashing light. Isn't that nice? We can hang out the window if we want. Comes off. That's kind of fun. But we'll just get inside. What's the horn sound like on this one? Can't hear it really. There we go. That's a narrow opening, isn't it? We assume we fit. Interesting. Oops, speeding. Sorry. Yeah, we do have some brake on. Oh, I see what we're doing. I think we're going under a river. Are we? Yeah. Yeah, we're somewhere up there. We are going downhill, so that would explain it. But look, 60 now. I'll show you where we are on the map. So we are way back here, just leaving Penn siding, and we will be eventually getting to Harrison Track. Okay. Stopping way out here. Okay. Get outside eventually here. Interesting. Cranked it up here. Cranked it up. Is there a signals thing up here? What's there here? There is a how fast you're going, although that might be the end of train device. Sometimes is. See what it is. Yeah, they're not the quickest. Well, actually, I have some brake on, but not a lot. That shouldn't really be slowing me down much. Let me take that brake off completely. You mean is Virgin Airlines thinking of running trains? What's his name? What's his name? That rugged bearded guy. Virgin trains, that'd be interesting. Really? Because I can see transportation train changing. I know in France they're talking about bailout of the airlines, Air France, and one of the conditions is that Air France reduce the number or not run short routes in France that duplicate rail routes. So they don't want Air France to compete with rail, because I guess they think rail is more efficient. But interesting. Did they run it better? Oh, just to 2019, so they stopped in the UK? Richard Branston, that's his name. So, why, so yeah, it looks like they stopped. Why would they stop in the UK? I prefer taking the train to Toronto, even though it takes 4.5 hours as opposed to an hour flight. It's harder for me to get to the airport in Ottawa and the airport in Toronto. Okay, I don't know who Stagecoach is. Oh, so that brake really makes a difference. It's hard to run with a bit of brake. I could probably run with a bit of brake like that. Then if I cut the power... Yep. Oh, okay. I know Grey Coach has stopped here in Canada. I don't know if they've stopped in the US, but Grey Coach bus has stopped because it's pretty hard to social distance. I know the trains are starting to run again here. I know the trains are starting to run. Well, they never did really. I guess they did stop passenger traffic for a while between Ottawa and Toronto. They have opened it up again, and they will be. They used to have the seats used to be 2 and 1, so either side of the aisle. Now that I think they're just selling 1 and 1, so that you're not right next to somebody. And for now, business class, you don't get any drinks or meals or anything like this. You get handed a sandwich, a little box, a little lunch box, and a bottle of water. When you get on the train, that's it. So for now, there's no real service, and there's less trains running, and there's less seats available on the train. But still, under normal circumstances, I prefer the train because comparable to the flight. I know Britain has got an extensive network of trains. Now, they're opening it up slightly, like I said, they're opening it up more in Canada, in Ottawa, in Ontario, Canada, but still it's carefully managed in terms of okay here. Oh, we're going through a station. Let's do a thing like this. The bell working here? Where the hell's the bell? The bell. Doesn't appear to be a bell. That's interesting. Let me try again. Let me do the hanging out the window view. No. The bell is, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh, but I did pay a lot of money for this train. Oh, go via Harrison Interlock Track 2W. Oh, I'm assuming that everything is switched for me. Doesn't look like any manual switches along the way. Okay. I'm assuming Harrison Interlock Track 2W at some point there's going to be... oh, okay, we're going over a river here. I used to take the train when I was 12, maybe 11. Overnight train from my parents in Toronto to my grandparents in Kirkland Lake, and it was an overnight trip. I had a berth. I'd get put on the train and left. The porter would, yep, I'll keep an eye out on it, ma'am, and she'd probably slip in an extra nickel or some damn thing, whatever it was back then. And my grandparents would meet me at the train the next morning. I seem to survive. 14 FPS. Why have we got such poor? Is this particular DLC? You know what I should have done? I should have rebooted. I haven't rebooted in a few days, and when I run these scenarios, it seems to help. Yeah, so that was the long one. There's a long train ride that goes across Canada. I can go from Ottawa. Oops. like that. That's why we had to go slower. Well, it's a little slow down, isn't it? I have a brake. I have a brake set. Okay. So, yes, there's a trip across Canada that's a few days. Supposedly it's quite, well, it's quite flat through the Rockies and then quite, ooh, what the hell's happening here? We're going down. Flat through the, flat across the Saskatchewan, across the plains, and then, of course, quite mountainous through the mountains. Yeah, it'd be fun to travel across the U.S. too, explore the U.S. on a train. Not now. Or Europe, yes. I don't know. My sister had to cancel her February trip to Puerto Vallarta in Mexico this year because of medical issues, but she was hoping to go next year. She's already booked it. She's just made a minimal deposit, took out hefty insurance, and she's hoping that by next February she'll be able to go on a trip. My assumption is that we are going to have a resurgence this fall. Because what we're doing is we're flattening the curve by limiting the spread of this, but at some point it's going to start spreading again. And we'll have another peak in the fall probably blended in with the normal fall flu season, so. Geez, this is terrible FPS. I wonder why this is so bad. My apologies for that jerkiness, my friends. So maybe riding inside would be better. I think I'm running 64-bit. Maybe it's running 64-bit it doesn't like. There's some scenarios, older scenarios, that don't work on 64-bit, but they usually die. So what are we doing with these cars? Oh, we're gonna drop off a couple and go somewhere. Okay, this is kind of a tour of the route. Where am I dropping them off? Newark Broad Street Yard. Here we are curving up now. We'll just start slowing down. Maybe we'll start slowing down a bit more. And there, just got down to 30 in time. Drop on Newark Broad Street Yard. Okay. That's fairly easy. Oh, I just drop them and run, I guess. The train ride to Toronto being 4 hours, I usually go in the so I get the supper run, so I get a bigger meal, more wine, stuff like this. Quite nice. Now I stopped drinking beginning of January, I guess 9th or so, just to try not drinking. I wasn't drinking a lot, but just, oh, what if I could quit for more than one day? And here I am. So, a lot cheaper, I'm sleeping better, and it certainly means I have to get out and shop a lot less. I'm getting out. I go out every 2 weeks to the grocery store, stock up on stuff, and then that's it for my shopping. I'm not in another store for another 2 weeks, so doing a good job of protecting myself, being an older fart. I sort of miss the taste of some wines I used to get at my local. There were some nice wines. The beer, they had several very good non-alcoholic beers that were brewed by a guy who... Here goes the bell. I can hear it now. Okay, and the lights flash too when the bell's on. There it goes. Sorry. Okay, I got it now. And I assume we're going here, are we? Yes, we are going here. New York Broad Street Yard. So where does that start? Oh, I guess here, I guess. Oh, no, that's the back end. I guess I really need the back end to be, because I assume I'm dropping trains off the back. Cars off the back, so... Oh, one. I'm looking here. I want to get them in the yellow, because sometimes the game is picky. Okay. Okay, so I'm dropping off. Okay, let's just do this. I'm dropping off 739 and 482. 739, 482, that's these two guys. So I'll open that. Stop at Orange Yard Rip Track. I can dig it. Hey. Jesus imposter. Did we leave two guys? Yeah, it looks like two guys. Stop at Go Via. Oh, Brick Church. Track number 2, which is, let's look at the map here. IR here, and the task is... Okay. Doing good, Jesus. And you? Staying healthy? Staying happy? Sort of a combination there. I do have a flashing green to get onto there. I can sort of go fast. Oh, I can go 55 between, once I get the ass end out of this, basically get the ass end past here. I can go really fast, and then I can really slow down. So hopefully everyone is enjoying enjoying the new temporary normal. See, I can get going to 55 if I really work at it, but I don't really want to do that. I was talking to my landlady, well, one of my landlords, and she, like me, is retired with a fairly comfortable pension, meaning a stable pension, and we were just talking about the fact that we are lucky to be able to we can afford to self-isolate. Some people have to work. The downside of some places opening up, like hair salons and stuff, is somebody that was collecting unemployment insurance, maybe now they can't because their job's open. Oh. Canadian? I'm not in the EU. We're not in the EU. No. Neither's Britain. Is... Oops, too fast. I forget where it is now. Is the UK out of the EU yet? I've so lost track of odds and ends like Brexit. What the hell was Brexit? Is Brexit gonna happen, or has it happened, or what was the deadline for Brexit? And I would assume that given the mess that the economy of most countries is in, including the UK. Yeah, I know you meant A. Given the mess that most economies, like including the UK, are in, I would think the last thing the UK wants to do is Brexit. Jesus. Because even if that is to the economic benefit, and I'm not sure it is, it's going to be a disruptive period to get there, and that's the last thing you know. Just don't rock the boat. Go via Brick Church Track 2. So we are going up, whatever this is, we're going up this New Jersey New Jersey Transit. Oh yeah, there's my little reminder there. If anybody wants a postcard. Jesus is following. Thank you, Jesus. If anybody wants a postcard, I got to send a bunch more out tomorrow. I've got stamps for Canada and to the U.S. and international, and I've got various decorative postcards with that I bought with nice ink drawings of cityscapes or flowers and stuff like this, and I'll send you a postcard. Oh. But I need you have to DM me your name and snail mail address, but I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to send you junk mail. I was going to say, as if we didn't get enough junk mail in our mailbox already. That's what helps pay for the postal service. But I'm thinking, yeah, I should, after this thing, to make this a short trip, after this I really should, Yeah, do some postcards, do some writing, some reading, do some other stuff. I'm just looking up to see if I can catch the sun by blind. I don't think it's that hot outside now, is it? Where's my... oh, well, no cell phone, so I can't really check the... oh, wait a minute, we can do this. We can do this. There. It's broken clouds, and it's 29. Well, it's not that bad out there. I could, if it's not too sunny, I could actually sit out in the back and read a bit. I also could get my... I like to do that when I go through a... when I go through a station. So I'm a freight train, just so people know that there's a train coming. Every time I do it, almost every time I do it, I'm thinking, oh, I should really check what the signaling requirements are on the U.S. railways. Church track 2. Okay, and then what? We'll just slow off the mark there. Oh, this is through a... oh, I thought it was through a tunnel. Orange Yard Rip track. Now, I wonder what they really mean by Orange Yard Rip track. Like, rest in peace, or... ah, oh, you drove for a Canadian railway. Oh, good for you. Well, see an RCP, I guess. Oh, although we have little branch railways too. Come to think of it, we have the ONR. I used to take the ONR up from Toronto to Kirkland Lake, Ontario Northland Railway, and I really liked it. And I was really disappointed when the one of the Conservative governments shut it down. Maybe two sets of brakes. And then I think before they shut it down, they replaced the cars on the ONR with European style, where like the doors open up on the siding, on the platform, from each carriage, each compartment. Via Rail, Toronto to. Oh, sorry, you didn't go Via Rail, but yeah. Oh, yes, Via Rail does go Ontario to Edmonton. That'd be nice. Oops, we're going to be speeding again, aren't we? Yes, here we go. Oh, I see what we're going to do. We're probably going to drive in here and then stop and then back up. You can get rail passes too, which are nice. Be nice if you do a rail pass with a compartment. The trouble is, well, I can't sleep. I can't go across country and sleep sitting up. My back bothers me too much, so I would need a berth. But could be fun. Are we there? I think we're there now. Yep. We're going to do stop, and then it's going to say back up. Pretty sure. Yep. Reverse, hold on orange yard track. Call dispatch. Sounds are not too bad on this, you know. It's getting dark. Oh, it's 17:51. Okay, so I'm sure we're too late for the game. The game wanted me to go faster. There'll be a couple of speeding infractions. So we got to get the front end past this switch for this to count. Because even if they're not that explicit, that little counter is not a 0 on the yellow. That just means the back end's on the yellow. And then sometimes the game is quite picky and they want, no, we want the whole thing on the yellow. Oh, a little more than this. We got a way to go before we actually ram into something. Okay, and I think now we can stop, yes. Call dispatch. Well, allegedly call dispatch. Can't see much, can you? Holding at RJR for loading. Yep, copy that. Shouldn't be too long. Copy. Up next, 02 yard work. NJT4217, which is another. They name the consist like after the lead. This is called 4204, and the other one will be called 4217. So there we are. So sure, thumbs up. We were speeding. Yeah, I did. So that's it. Thank you very much for viewing and for following. I'm going to take a break now. And what time is it here? It's 4:30 here in Ottawa, 4:24. So I got stuff to do. But I'm going to take a break and do some stuff. And then I may be on tonight, or I may watch opera. The Metropolitan Opera has free opera. I think that's their 10th week now. Since they're closed, they've been having all the opera you could want in the world. Let me see who it is. Tonight is the 28th, and it is by Berlioz, Les Troyens, which I think is the Trojans. Starring Deborah Voigt. I've heard her before in other ones. She's good. And it was filmed in HD by the Met in 2013. So if you're interested, go to metopera.org or whatever and watch it for free. So thank you, my friends. We'll be back again, but stay Stay healthy, stay happy, stay safe, stay away from each other, and ta-ta for now.